Hello and welcome to the Ohio Arts Council's Rife Gallery Friends and Family DIY Workshop. Today we're going to explore plaster casted relief sculptures with artist Susan Brynes. We'll hear from Susan first, gather our materials, and work through the project step by step. Feel free to pause and work at your own pace.
Hi, my name is Susan Brynes, and I want to thank you for joining me today. Before you start the project, you're going to want to plan your work area. So make sure you're wearing clothing that can get messy and that you have access to water and gloves. Be sure to put a drop cloth or plastic down to protect the floor. Gathering your materials means getting a piece of fruit such as an apple, pear, banana, orange, star fruit, something that you can hold in your hand. And make sure you have a plastic takeout container that's large enough to fit a hand holding fruit. Gather the rest of the materials and you're ready to go. For step one, you'll hold the fruit in your hand and test out the placement of it in your molding container. So make sure you can rest your wrist on the lip of the container and that the fruit is not touching the bottom of the container. This is just to test the space, and you can take your hand out now so that we can go on to the next step. Step two is you want to carefully mix the warm water into the alginate with a wire whisk. Do this quickly. The alginate sets up very fast. You don't want to take longer than about 30 seconds to mix this up. And you want to pour your alginate into your container until it fills it up a little less than halfway up. Then step three, put your hand holding the fruit back into your container, letting the alginate mix cover the fruit and come up onto your hand. Leave room at the top. You want to leave about a ½ inch from the top. Step four, you want to wait, just hold still, don't move, and wait about 5 to 7 minutes until the alginate mix sets up. It will become like Jello, and you'll be able to see that you won't be able to move the material anymore after a few minutes. And then you're going to slowly, carefully wiggle your fingers to loosen the alginate from them, like you can see me doing in this video here. Remove your hand and the object carefully without tearing the alginate. The next step, step five, you're going to mix the plaster. So you can break up the dry clumps and sprinkle it into warm water at a ratio of 2 parts plaster to 1 part water. You're going to mix that plaster with your hand, breaking up any clumps. You can use a rubber glove over your hand for this step if you don't want to get the plaster on your hand. Step six, pour the plaster mix into the alginate mold, filling it all the way up to the top of your container. Step seven, after 3 to 5 minutes, your plaster will start to get thicker. Maybe this will even take a little bit longer, 5 to 7 minutes. Make a small loop out of the wire that you have and stick it into the upper top of your piece so that the loop sticks out. Step 8, after 20 minutes, and you definitely want to give it a good 20 minutes or even longer, you can flip your mold container over and pull it off of your piece. And you may need to just squeeze that alginate just a little bit so that it releases from your plastic container cup. That might help it if it seems to be stuck there. During those 20 minutes, you can clean up your materials while you're waiting for your plaster to set up. And if you don't rip the mold, you can use it again the same day to make 1 or 2 more plaster pieces if you'd like. But after a day, it'll dry out and shrink up and you won't be able to use it anymore. But if you just want one casting, you can rip the alginate when you peel it off, and you can just throw it right away. And step 9, once your plaster has sat out in a warm, dry place for a few days, you can paint it with acrylic paint and hang it on your wall. You want to make sure that it turns from a gray color to a little bit more of a white color, and it should be dry and it'll be fine to paint. So that's it. And I hope you enjoy your casting. If you want to learn more about me, you can go to my website, susanbstudio.com. Thanks very much.
Thank you again for joining us for the 2021 Biennial Juried Exhibition Friends and Family DIY Workshop with Susan Brynes. You can find out more about upcoming programming at rifegallery.eventbrite.com, and you can also enjoy programming anytime on our YouTube and Facebook pages. I'd like to give a special thank you to Jessamy Jones, Kevin Lyles, and April Tsunami, the jurors of this exhibition, as well as the Governor's Office, the Ohio Legislature, and the Ohio Arts Council's board who support this great space.